Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm your host, Nina.
And I am your host, Shane. We are looking at day 2 of Daily Conversation, Introducing Yourself.
Yes.
Now, I know we're going to be talking about an orientation event, and we had an ongoing student or a character that we've been following, Andrew, and he's in a new school, and he's going to be going to an orientation event. And of course, you're probably going to have to introduce yourself in one of these type of situations. And I want to ask you, being Taiwanese, maybe you can answer this for me. When I have a new class or something when I'm teaching English, in the US, when you start a new class, you go around and you ask people to introduce themselves. When I try to do that with my classes here in Taiwan, people just kind of stare at me like, huh?
They don't know what to say.
They have no idea what to say. And I'm like, it's like the most basic thing. Just tell me what your name is, what you like to do, what you do for a living, you know, just simple things like that, you know, but people just freeze when I ask this question. Why?
Yeah, I feel like in Taiwan, it's a more conservative culture. So even in social settings, people don't really introduce themselves generally, or they don't tend to do so. So even in my university orientation and you get to sit with your new classmates, people don't really come up to you and say, hi, my name is, you know, so-and-so, and, you know, ask you questions or tell me about themselves. You kind of just get to know each other by being in the same class. It's more slow and happens more organically rather than, hey, how's it going?
What's your name? Tell me about yourself.
So that's what I did, and my classmates were all kind of shocked. They're like, oh, why is she talking to me?
Why is she talking to me?
I was just like, hey, I'm Nina. Where, you know, are you from? Are you from Taipei or things like that? And I tell them more about myself. But yeah, definitely, I think it's more of a cultural thing. Maybe also some people are more shy, right?
Okay. All right. Let's get into day 2.
Okay.
Two students meet during the orientation event.
Hey there. I'm Daphne. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Andrew. I'm from Kaohsiung, Taiwan. What about you?
I'm Canadian, from Ottawa. What made you choose this school?
I heard the computer science program is excellent.
Same here. I also really like the international environment.
Are you enjoying orientation so far?
I am. It's a great way to get familiar with the campus.
Do you want to check out the next part of the campus tour together?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Okay, we're at day 2 of Daily Conversation, Introducing Yourself.
Okay.
All right.
And it's an orientation event. Okay, so we've got 2 students meet during the orientation event. Okay, so we know that there was going to be an orientation.
Yes.
An orientation event.
Yes.
And now Andrew is there, and it looks like he's going to meet somebody named Daphne.
That will be me.
So you're Daphne, I'm Andrew, and I believe Daphne begins. So,
all right.
The stage is yours.
Daphne says, hey there, I'm Daphne. Nice to meet you.
Pretty simple, right?
Yeah, very simple.
Very simple.
But that's all you need to start a conversation.
It's like the most basic English that you learn, and it's very, very useful.
Yes.
Okay, so Andrew says, nice to meet you too. I'm Andrew. I'm from Kaohsiung, Taiwan. What about you?
Okay, so Daphne responds, I'm Canadian, from Ottawa. Okay, what made you choose this school?
Yeah, so, you know, a lot of times when you get to university, it's different than high school because you're going to have people coming from different places, even different countries, right? So asking, you know, where you're from is a big deal because when you're in high school, where are you from? Oh, I'm
around here.
I'm down the street.
Yes.
So finding out that, you know, if someone's from a different country or something, it's a good icebreaker because you can start asking questions about the place that they live or how they're adjusting to this new place that they're at.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So Andrew says, I heard the computer science program is excellent.
Okay. And Daphne says, same here. I also really like the international environment. Okay, so she's saying same here, meaning same, I also heard that the computer science program is excellent, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of like saying me too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's when you agree with someone like, oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay. So environment. So she likes the international environment. Environment is the natural world or the surroundings around us. So she feels like it's quite international at the school because there are many people from different countries, right?
Yeah, so surrounding you in this environment, there's lots of different people from different countries.
Yeah. For example, Michael enjoys working in a team environment. Okay, so in an environment where you're working with many people, right?
Yeah, so around you is a team.
Yes.
Right, so it's kind of like what's around you.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's go to Hanny.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天要继续来看2段关于自我介绍的对话。现在 Andrew 跟 Daphne 在迎新活动相遇，他们互相介绍自己的名字，还有从哪里来。Shane 老师说这是很棒的破冰话题，老师用到 icebreaker 这个名词就可以指初次见面时活络气氛的话，打破僵局的事物。好，那接着 Daphne 问 Andrew 为什么会选择这一所学校。Andrew 回答，他听说这里的电脑科学系很优秀。其实 Daphne 也是，那他说他也很喜欢这边的国际化环境。Environment 就是指环境，是个名词。那我们接回到对话中。
Okay, so we have Daphne and Andrew. Andrew now asks Daphne, are you enjoying orientation so far?
Okay, so Daphne responds, I am. It's a great way to get familiar with the campus. Okay,
so you noticed when you said I am, you didn't say I am. Like when you're reading, guys, and even when you're speaking, we use punctuation like an exclamation mark. It means something.
Yeah.
So when she read this, she said, I am.
I'm excited.
Her voice went up. She showed excitement. And when you're reading for your teacher or when you're reading just for yourself, put the emotion into your reading, okay? And if you're doing this as a dialogue and you're acting it out, put the emotion into your acting, okay? All right, so what does it mean to be familiar? This is an adjective, something or someone that you know or recognize well because you have seen or experienced it before. So for example, Logan needs time to get familiar with this city. So he's not familiar, he's new to it. Once he's been around there and he's gotten to know it, then he will be familiar with it.
Yeah, so Daphne got familiar with the campus through the orientation, right? Because it introduces a lot about the school.
Right, so Andrew then says, do you want to check out the next part of the campus tour together?
Okay.
Ooh, it's
so
like a little date he's got going on here.
Maybe, or they're just friendly.
I don't know. I think Andrew's got a crush on Daphne. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's see what Daphne says. She says, absolutely, let's go. Okay.
See? I think she likes him too. She's like, absolutely.
Or maybe she just doesn't want to do it alone. It's always nice to do things with friends.
Yeah, no,
right?
that's the whole point of these orientations is to start to get to know your environment, and that includes the people around you, you know, that you'll be going to school with.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Hanny.
Okay.
Andrew 接着问 Daphne 到目前为止觉得这个迎新活动如何呢？ Daphne 觉得很不错，认为这是熟悉校园的好方法。那接着他们就相约要一起参加下一段的校园导览。单字 familiar 它是形容熟悉的 ，get familiar with something 表示熟悉什么、通晓什么什么。而文中用到片语动词 check out， 在这边是当及物用，它可以表达看看啊、参观、瞧一瞧，常用来讲说查看、检视有趣或吸引人的事物。那我们接回到对话中。
All right, so Andrew's made a friend already, Daphne. All right, let's find out what Andrew and Daphne are going to do next. So let's go to the second part of the dialogue, and we'll be right back.
All right, see you then.
Daphne and Andrew are discussing textbooks.
Do you know which textbook we need for our coding class?
It's called Introduction to Computer Programming, 5th edition.
Got it. It looks quite expensive, though.
I heard you can rent books instead of buying new copies.
That sounds like a much better idea. Where can I do that?
The library has a rental program, and some students sell used copies online. Used books are usually cheaper, sometimes half the original price.
In that case, I'll check online first.
Good idea. Let me know if you need help finding one.
Okay, so welcome back. We've got Andrew and Daphne. Now they are a couple. See, I've already made them into a couple.
I don't think they're a couple.
In my mind.
They're just classmates.
Well,
or they go to the same school.
But they're gonna go buying textbooks together. So I mean, come on, that's like a date. That's like a date to me.
That's something you do with a friend.
Okay, so whatever. What are they doing?
All right, Daphne and Andrew are discussing textbooks. So yes, we have Andrew, that will be you again, and I'm Daphne.
Okay, so Andrew starts off by saying, do you know which textbook we need for our coding class?
Okay, coding. So Daphne says, it's called Introduction to Computer Programming, 5th edition. That's the name of the book, right?
Right.
Okay.
And you'll see that a lot. 1st edition, 2nd edition, 5th edition. That just means that they've edited this and they've changed it from the original 1st edition, and it's been changed 5 times.
Yeah.
5th edition. So Andrew says, got it. Searching for it online. It looks quite expensive though.
Oh, yeah, books can be quite expensive.
School books are, famously expensive.
Okay.
At least, I don't know, is it the same in Taiwan?
Yes, it is. Yes. But you could buy them secondhand. How's that?
Same in America.
All right. Daphne says, I heard you can rent books instead of buying new copies. Okay, so that's another option.
Rent a book?
Books?
Have you heard of this?
No, but maybe if I bought the book and then I could rent it afterwards, maybe I would be renting it.
Okay.
All right.
What does that mean to rent?
Rent means to pay money to use something for a period of time and then you return it. Okay. For example, Fiona wants to rent a dress for the party. Yeah, you can rent wedding dresses, for example.
Of course. Of course. But I'm renting a textbook. I've just never heard of it. It seems like...
that's true.
But I guess it makes sense.
I mean, you can borrow books from the library. Why not? Yeah.
Okay, sure. It's just such a foreign concept to me because I bought a lot of books and secondhand books, but I never heard of this concept of renting a book. So interesting. All right, let's go to Annie.
在第4段对话里 ，Daphne 和 Andrew 正在讨论课本。他们的程式设计课要用的书看起来很贵。Daphne 有听说可以用租的，用租书，不用买新书。好，单字 rent 这个动词就表示租借、租用或出租。它的形容词是在后面加上 al，rental 可以形容租借的、租赁的。补充一下 ，code 这个动词它表示为什么什么编码，也就是有程式设计、写程式的意思。接着回到对话中。
Okay, so Daphne recommends renting a book, which just to me blows my mind.
Yeah, I think usually people just like buy and sell like secondhand books, right?
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so Andrew says, that sounds like a much better idea. Where can I do that?
Okay, so Daphne responds, the library has a rental program and some students sell used copies online. Okay, so that's the one that I mentioned, right? That option. Used books are usually cheaper, sometimes half the original price. I think usually even less than half, since they're used.
Yeah, depends, yeah. So original, we're talking about the original price, just means existing at the beginning. So at the beginning, how much did this thing cost is the original price. It's the first version of something before any changes were made. So the price... The first version of the price, let's say that book was $100 US. That was the first version of it. And then that would be, we call that original price.
Yes.
And then any changes after that would just be like a sales price or a new price. So for example, I don't think this is the original image.
Okay, like the first image, right?
Okay, so Andrew then says, in that case, I'll check online first.
Yeah, Good idea. Let me know if you need help finding one. So it sounds like Daphne has the money to buy a brand new book.
Yeah, you know,
Maybe?
I don't know, but if it were me, I'd be checking that library.
Yeah, maybe. I would be getting it secondhand for sure.
You would buy it secondhand.
Yes, I would buy it
So
secondhand.
you'd prefer to buy it and own it, and then it's yours.
Well, I guess it depends on the price. How much am I renting it for?
That's a good point.
Whichever one is
I guess-
cheaper.
There you go.
Because
so
you
that's
can-
what I was thinking. It would be
Exactly.
cheaper to rent.
Maybe.
But you'd be more responsible for if you ruin it.
Yeah, but also
Or writing. Sometimes you want to write in a book.
Exactly. But also if you buy it, you can always sell it again once you're done with it.
I don't know. Okay, well who knows? Let's go to
Okay.
Annie.
Shane 老师听到课本可以用租的，他感到很惊讶。他用到 blow one's mind， 意思就是使某人惊讶、震撼。那么 Daphne 接着提到，图书馆有租借方案。那另外有一些学生也会在网络上卖二手书，二手书通常比较便宜，有时候只要原价的一半。那么 Andrew 说，既然这样，那我先上网看看好了。他用到 in that case 是表达既然如此那样的话。那么单字 original 则是形容原本的、最初的、原始的。Shane 老师在解释单字时用到 version 这个名词，它就表示版本或变化形式。介华对话中。
Okay, thank you so much for joining us today with introducing yourselves and the orientation, right?
Yeah, and following Andrew around, and now he's going to have his books, and he's ready for school.
All right, so let's review the dialogue again, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Two students meet during the orientation event.
Hey there, I'm Daphne. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Andrew. I'm from Kaohsiung, Taiwan. What about you?
I'm Canadian, from Ottawa. What made you choose this school?
I heard the computer science program is excellent.
Same here. I also really like the international environment.
Are you enjoying orientation so far?
I am. It's a great way to get familiar with the campus.
Do you want to check out the next part of the campus tour together?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Daphne and Andrew are discussing textbooks.
Do you know which textbook we need for our coding class?
It's called Introduction to Computer Programming, 5th edition.
Got it. It looks quite expensive though.
I heard you can rent books instead of buying new copies.
That sounds like a much better idea. Where can I do that?
The library has a rental program, and some students sell used copies online. Used books are usually cheaper, sometimes half the original price.
In that case, I'll check online first.
Good idea. Let me know if you need help finding one.
"最后，我们来复习今天对话里的单字。Environment 名词表示环境 ，familiar 是形容熟悉的 ，rent 动词表示租借、租用或出租 ，original 是形容原本的、最初的或原始的。那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Aquaponics is a sustainable method of farming that combines raising fish, also known as aquaculture, with growing plants and water, also known as hydroponics, in one closed-loop system. Basically, fish waste becomes a natural fertilizer for the plants, while the plants help filter the water and keep it clean for the fish. Neat, huh? Let's visit the Aquaponics Classroom at an Eco Lifestyle. In Eco Lifestyle's aquaponics classes teach adults and children about nature in a fun way. In aquaponics, vegetables are grown in the upper part of a circulating system, while fish are raised in the lower part. The fish produce waste, which provides nutrients for the vegetables. The vegetables then help filter the water, keeping the fish tank clean and fresh. In other words, the fish and vegetables support each other in a balanced cycle. Aquaponics can be set up almost anywhere. Since no farmland is required, systems can be even installed on urban balconies. In recent years, urban farmers have been using aquaponics to grow healthy, pesticide-free food at home. Experience the harmony of fish and plants through aquaponics, a simple and sustainable way to live closer to nature. Personally, I always enjoy learning about the harmonious relationships between different living things. In our ecosystem, we are all connected to one another in one way, shape, or form. So it's important for us to educate ourselves about this delicate balance. A great place to start is the Aquaponics Classroom at an Eco Lifestyle.